believe everything is working. For a second, my overlay for my Pokemon party and stuff wasn't, but we got it. We got it. Everything's working. Yay. Yes. All right. Let me get back into this. So, hello, Fays and Fiends. Welcome to... excuse me. Obviously all over the place. I'm a mess. Welcome back to another Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke Delta episode. I forget what part this is. Where we left off, we were, I guess, what was it? There was some Team Aqua guys, grunts, and girl that was on Team Aqua, but she's actually part of like dragon cult stuff. I don't know. Either way, made it through that. I was in the cave. What was it called? Let me open up the map here, I guess. I was in Meteor Falls last we left off, and I was like, okay, let me get out of here, and I'll get to where we need to go. And then I got here, accidentally triggered a scene, or not a scene, but like a fight. So I fought some grunts. I'm fine. And yeah, so that's where we're at here. Let me just live adjust my badges. They seem a little messing with me. There we go. Get to see that move on the screen there. All right. So while we're here, let me not do that. My buttons are all messed up because since the last time I was actually binging through a lot of my other Pokemon games. Everyone, oh, Sokka's got a little harm. So I was binging through Brilliant Diamond. Since I don't plan to play the Switch versions on stream, I'm going to play Platinum because I can emulate that and I don't have to mess up my save files. So that's the plan. But yeah, so I was playing through or binged right through Brilliant Diamond because I had only started it since I got it. So I binged through that. And then I went back to playing Sword and Shield. I bought the DLCs because I didn't have the DLCs for the longest time. Then I got a chunk of money come in. So I was like, you know what? It's not enough to do anything much with. And I want to splurge on myself a little bit. It's been a bit. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to do anything. And I haven't finished the Pokedex in Sword and Shield. So, binge through Brilliant Diamond, put everything to home because I ended up getting home for like the month. And then I transferred all that I could to Sword, as many as I could to Violet. And the only ones I haven't been able to transfer is the whole Alolan ones. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes. Anything else that didn't go into Sword or Violet went back into Brilliant Diamond. So I still have like a bunch of Pokemon that have nowhere to go. Kind of sad. But yeah, so that was what my time was spent in terms of gaming since the last time we've been here. And I have not finished DLCs because I still have to evolve Cubfu, and then I made a new profile on my Switch to play through Sword again to the point where I can get to the DLCs and get the other legendaries that I didn't get in my original file because you can only get one or the other. You can't get both in one game. So I got the Ghost Horse and I got the Electric Reggie. So now I have to get the Ice Horse and the Fire Reggie. And I have a complete Pokedex, at least a complete Sword Pokedex. Almost full living dex too in Sword. I think there's still like some Pokemon I have to get. Others have to like get the young form to evolve up and stuff, but basically I'm going to have a full complete living dex. So anyway. The last hope of humanity. If we lose the dimensional rift now, this is not the voice I gave him, but whatever, we will have no way to stop that asteroid from striking our planet. I thought I was supposed to talk to someone here. That's why I was here, and I fought Was I supposed to talk to Steven? No, Steven's at... That's a chair, apparently. Steven's at the center. Who are you at your Pokeball table? Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Hmm? I never walked back there. All right. Was there another set of stairs? I feel no. Okay. Why was I here? I don't know. You. Okay, we have to go to center. All right. Anyway. So my button pressing is a little bit messed up because I got used to my Switch controller, or more accurately, the Joy-Cons. And now I'm playing with a completely different controller. But that's okay. This is fine. This is fine. So yeah. Hope y'all been swell. Hope's all been good. I did not prepare a beverage for me, so I have a half-finished coffee. But I'm sure it'll be fine if I start getting super thirsty by the end. Well, that's my own fault. Yeah, so other note, at least for those watching live, it's Tuesday. This is odd. It's a Tuesday. Well, I had plans Monday night. It overlapped when I would have usually done my Nuzlocke. I guess I could have done it earlier technically, but decided just to do like a full day, put it over a day instead of starting earlier, or doing like super like midnight Nuzlocke. Midnight for me. But yeah. Speaking of night, have you all tried Pokemon Sleep? I have. I tried the beta. Oh. Let's go, grunts. It's so dramatic for such a short scene. All right, anyway. So I tried the beta, and it was fine. It was fun. And then the official came out. I went and got with a bit of money I got the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. Just because I didn't like the idea of having my phone running on my bed, especially since I have a Samsung phone, and there's a history of batteries exploding with Samsung phones, and I don't want to risk it. So I got the Go Plus Plus. And so far it's been good, other than I've had it happen to me twice now, where it's decided that my game data was for the same day. So it wouldn't let me do my research because it thought it was the same day, even though, because of my messed up sleep schedule, I'm like going to sleep and waking up on the same day. So let's say like I'm going to bed at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then waking up, the 7 to 8 hours later. But I was saying I was doing more sleeps in the same day. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So. Also, I had the news that you can't get shiny Pokemon, which, oh, what y'all looking at? Ah. Ooh. Oh, it's you guys. Tee-hee-hee. We finally meet again. It's been 3. How long has it been? Nincompoop. It doesn't even matter. Brace yourself. We won't let you call us mere quintuplets. Okay. So yeah. Been having fun with that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I learned you can get shinies. And Pokemon Sleep is like, oh. Alright. Oh, I have to go through all this intimidate. No. It's gonna take forever. Please, no. Yeah. Are you done? They're done. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Earthquake. Oh man, speaking of Earthquake, when I was doing my binge of Brilliant Diamond, getting to Elite 4, Every single one. Oh, nice domino effect. Every single one of them had earthquake, and they kept earthquaking me, and I was like, what the hell? You're the game. You can't earthquake me every time. It's frustrating. Yay, Cloud. Oh, no, we lost? Again. I knew we'd lose. Well, yeah, you only had level 25 Mighty Eyes. I wanted to win in style like the Hoenn Rangers. It's odd. That strategy, intimidate 5 times in a row, should be invincible. Did you cheat? Grumble, grumble. Nincompoop! Stop whining! Matt is on the 2nd floor. It's pathetic, but we can't stop him. Please, please stop him. What? I'll just... Okay, okay, okay. All right, Matt, coming to stop you. Steven! Your timing's impeccable as always, Ghost. Team Aqua? What do you intend to do with that device? You do realize it's the last hope we have of saving this planet. What was that? What? Last hope? Oh. Da. I ain't laughing one bit. Punk. My bro whom I love so much. Are you trying to tell me that everything we've done up to now, the ties that bind us, all of that was a mistake? My bro has changed since he got mixed up with you. How convenient it must be for you to put all the blame on another. Shut up! I'm... You know what? That rocket's full of crazy amounts of energy. It's even more awesome than the ultimate weapon that ended the war 3,000 years ago, right? What? If I use this keystone I found at Meteor Falls, I could force the energy inside that rocket to explode. It'd be like mega evolution for the rocket! Who needs meteorite? I'm gonna bring an end to all the things of my own power! The one who will complete Project Azoth and take the world back to its beginnings is me. I should not have gone that hardcore. Not without fluids by me. I'm not trained. Ah, coffee. Awesome. Ghost. This fool. This incredible fool really intends to do it. If you don't stop this now, our whole world will be embroiled in the destruction. You're ready to battle, aren't you? Always for you, Steven. Wonderful. I'm gonna smash you up. Am I peeking a lot for y'all? Let me just tone my... Especially when I get that hard into the voice acting here. Let me tone it down. There we go. Grunt and Matt. Let's go. I don't want to hurt my... Oh, you got Starmony. Oh, no. Well, why are they weak to ground moves? You are flying. I'm gonna do it. That's how I beat everything. I'm gonna do it. You're gonna mega evolve, okay. Yeah, my boy. I knew it. Oh, bye-bye. Wasted your mega evolution, friend. Looks like he's got a little blonde goatee. Sorry. Alright. Well, let's do that then. Blee. Oh, it's not very effective, Rock. Okay. Or neutral? Neutral. It is neutral. Easy peasy. I knew I wouldn't win, but hey now. I like how the gods are like, we're not gonna win. Whoa. Dang it. I'm not as good enough, bro. ... Ghost, Now's our chance. Take the dimensional shifter and... Whoa! Aster snatched the dimensional shifter away from Matt. That Pokemon does belong to. Nice one, Aster. You're the Draconoid? Yep. Or you could just call me Xenia. Aster. Thank you, dear. Now then, that is an impressive machine. Snap your fingers, the asteroid vanishes, and we all live happily ever after? Indeed, it's like that former champ said. This thing is the best hope we have of saving the planet and everything on it. But you know, it could also be the worst tragedy imaginable for some other worlds and everything on it. What are you trying to say? I'm not talking to you. You don't get it. But you, Ghost. Hope for our world. Tragedy for another. You get it, don't you? I do. Who knows where that asteroid is going to show up? Who knows? And you come through again. You never disappoint me. My people know it. From generation to generation, we pass along the lore about the distortions in the world, born by the mega evolution mechanism, and about the existence of another world, which we have long observed to be just like this one, and yet not the same. That's right, a Hoenn region that's almost exactly like this one we live in, filled with Pokemon and people like us. A world where maybe the evolution of Pokemon took a slightly different path, where mega evolution is unknown. A world where that 3,000 years ago never happened. A world where the ultimate weapon was never even built. And in that Hoenn of that world, that would happen if one day, out of the blue, a meteoroid appeared. What would happen to the people of that world without the technology to destroy the meteoroid or the power to warp it away? ... It looks like it's beyond the power of your imagination. Xenia crushed the dimensional shifter in her hand. What kind of fool are you? You have no substantive proof, and yet you claim another world. One just like ours exists? Out of this fantasy, you have destroyed our only hope. What have you done? Farewell, brief hope. Do you even know what do we do? Calm down there, Prof. We'll be okay. We could protect this world and the other. Who exactly is we? What are your intentions? Oh yeah, silly me. I forgot the other thing I came for. Oh? Xenia snatched the keystone away from Matt. Ugh! Ugh! And that's the keystone gotten. Now put together with the keystone they've got in their base. Ah! Looks like my next appointment is calling, so I'll excuse myself now. Later! Ah! That punk! How dare she try to take my bro Archie's keystone? Not cool, man. Not cool. Confound it all. So she must be making for Team Aqua's hideout next. Think, Steven, think. What to do? What to do? Well, I'll go meet her, but, confound it all. Oh, you're just gonna say the same lines. Same lines. Okay, I'm moving on then. All right, y'all just chill at the space station. It's all cool. Goodbye now. Where is the Pokemon Center? I guess I could just fly to it because I gotta fly anyway. So let's do that. As you remember, the hideout is just outside Lily Cove City. Spoo. I can't remember what I was talking about after that scene. Or before that scene. Not after. That'd be weird. Before that scene. I am playing. Okay. So I have, of course, I have some more Pokemon DS games in 3DS or 3DS. Yeah, DS and 3DS. Which we will get to as an Nuzlocke eventually. That'll be emulating, but not streaming off my DS because that's a little tricky. I never played through Ultra Moon. I own it and I started it, but never actually played through it. Oh, the other thing I discovered is I lost when I went and do my home stuff. I was trying to find where my shiny Absol went. Because I remember I caught her. I was so happy. And I told the story before. I caught a shiny Absol, her, in Pokemon Moon. And I think when the bank and eventually home came, I was like, oh, I'm going to transfer her up. I went looking for her. And can't find her. So I think I lost my first ever caught shiny, and that's really sad. I am gonna try and find a shiny Absol in Sword now that I have the shiny charm, or at least maybe hatch one, because I do have another region Ditto. Because to up your chances to get shinies in Sword and Shield is one, you've completed your Pokedex for the God, why can't I not say it? Shiny charm. Gosh. I always have a problem when there's a lot of sounds, so it always makes me tongue-tied. Anyway. To up your chances of getting shinies in Sword and Shield, you must get the shiny charm, which you can only get if you finish the like original Sword decks or Sword and Shield decks. You don't have to like get like the DLCs or anything. Why am I so confused on where I have to go here? Let me talk to the people outside the base. Hang on. What do you have to say? What? What is that dragon type Pokemon user? Her strength. Okay, so she is here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, shiny charm. Get a Ditto from another region, which is actually quite easy through the Wonder Trade. A lot of people will throw oh. Whoa! Stay away from me! Get away! Which a lot of people do trade out. So I have a couple of other regions Pokemon Dittos, and yeah, so you just between the shiny charm and region Dittos, you'll be able to breed out a shiny as you hatch eggs. So I want to do it for Absol, get my Absol back. I really want a shiny Wooloo because they're just a black sheep and I love it. And it'll stay as a Wooloo. Because the evolved form is basically just the invert because it gets black and white. Oh, and a shiny Zigzagoon because he's so colorful. It's total. I mean, it's already glam rock, but it gets like super like colorful glam rock. Have electric on me? No, okay, we'll keep them out. There's a few food Pokemon I love to have shinies of. I should look up what some of them end up being. Yeah. I also need to work more on shiny catching in Violet, because that's like the easiest game in the world to get shinies in, because you can see them on the overworld, unlike previous games. So I think even like Brilliant Diamond, Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, they weren't, you couldn't see them on the overworld. You had to actually like run into the Pokemon. I mean, you'd be able to like scope out the Pokemon you want for Brilliant Diamond, and it would be like in your underworld, but or the Grand Underground or whatever is where you'd be able to really farm for the specific Pokemon shiny.
I was probably downstairs. That girl may have totally destroyed me earlier, but I can't get all. But I can't go that way all the time.
Word.
Yeah, gonna work on getting shinies and stuff. Well, like I said, I'm gonna play through Ultra Moon, and I'm going to get all the Pokemon that are Sun and Moon / Ultra Moon and Sun only. Though I know the legendaries of Sun and Moon you can get in Sword, because I was doing the raid, like the what are they, Terra raids? Yeah. No. That's Violet. Whatever the raids are. I was doing those in the DLC for the Crown Tundra, because that's the way you can get legendaries, because it's like a gauntlet, and then the last one's always a legendary. So I got a couple of them so far, which is cool. Should keep doing that. There's more I gotta get. But yeah, I'll finish Ultra Moon. At least for all the Pokemon that can't get in the other games. There was a couple you could have in Sword and Shield, like Dampa and the Ghost Anchor. I should actually breed out some to have them all under my name, because a number of them I got through trades. Gosh, the Pokemon Home trade on your like mobile device would really help me get all the Pokemon. Because sometimes it's hard to meet up with friends. So I was using that a lot to get the Pokemon that I didn't have. Melodic. I didn't have the two that I mentioned. And because I had Sword, I didn't have the other two fossil Pokemon you can combo get with the fossils you find, because I would get those. So now I can probably just, if I want to have them all with my name as the catch trainer or whatever, I can do that. But maybe one day, maybe as I like try and get shinies, if there's one of them I'm like, oh, this would be really nice as a shiny. I also found through Wonder Trading a lot in Sword that there's hacked Pokemon that will show up when it has like the website name in it, because I got someone sent out, or the bot sent out, a shiny Lapras and a shiny Galar Slowking. So I was like, okay, cool, I got to see what they look like. But like when you see they're shiny, they're perfect stats, they're at level 100, nah. I was like super skeptical, and I had no idea this was a thing, and then I looked it up after I got the first one. I was like, well, dang. Of course it'd be too good to be true. Nothing's that good. You can't luck out that hard. Well, she had to come this way, so one of these lead to her. Nope. All right, Professor, do you do anything? That was a seat. Hey, you! No. This is Team Aqua's library, where documents on the highly confidential plan are stored. No outsiders allowed to enter. All right, you're so intimidating. Thank you, sir. All right, other way. Do you battle too, or? Meteorites. Natural energy. Super ancient Pokemon. Here, we're conducting experiments to understand how they all relate and create a blue orb artificially, but I think he's stuck on the same dialogue from pre... Can I take it? No. Okay. What was I saying? Something, playing Ultra Moon, something shinies. Hey, a bed. Oh, it's Archie's bed. Okay, where is she then? I guess this was the wrong way to come, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. So back this way. Tricked me. Okay. Have you seen a dragon trainer girl? Okay. Oh. If you want to get Archie, you gotta take me out first. You're years away from being able to beat me, though. I am the league champion done on a Nuzlocke. What do you think you got on me with your single mighty Yana? Heck, I got 30 levels over you, girl. Jeez. Woo. You're gonna feel it. A whack. Oh yeah. Earlier we were mentioning how I'm playing this live on a Tuesday instead of my usual Mondays. For YouTube, doesn't matter. You'll watch when you watch. But soon, probably by mid-August, you will notice I'll be also starting to switch around when I play Nuzlocke, as I'm going to be on another channel running a game, a tabletop game. And that game is start time is basically when I would have been playing Nuzlocke. So yeah, things will be changing next month. Sometimes it's got to change because life does things. And then by the time that game is done, because that game is going to be running through every Monday in September, we'll be entering October, and October is usually my big spoopy fest, or spook fest, where I play horror-based games all month long. So I won't be playing Pokemon, and then by November, hopefully, well, I'm hoping we finish Delta episode before then, so that by November, after the month of Spookfest, we'll be able to jump right into our next Nuzlocke game. So that'll be cool. Just arc them so they don't hurt me with the rough skin. What other news is out there? I don't know. If you like me, you can go to my Ko-Fi and drop me a tip to say you like my content, I guess. I've had the goal for a long time, which you probably see up the bar at the top there, of getting a new PC, because I've been running everything off my laptop. I've had this laptop for a few years now. It's probably a decade old now. Yeah. And like as I touch it right now, putting my hand gently on the keyboard, it's really hot. And there's so many things I want to do. Like I used to be able to do 3D art and video editing and stuff. But it's at a point where, as much as I try and clean everything out and make sure there's no lingering files or any of that kind of stuff, it's getting to a point that it can't run up-to-date programs. So I can't play any new games at all. I haven't been able to play brand new games for a few years now. I can't do 3D anymore without it crashing every moment. Which, when you think like, okay, are you talking 3D Maya or... yeah, I used to be able to run like 3ds Max stuff, but can't do that anymore. It struggles with Blender. Video editing, I want to do a lot of video editing and animation, and I'm trying to work on animation. But even with like a free program like DaVinci, it crashes hardcore when I want to do anything that's like like even just one extra filter or transition or something just breaks like mad. So that's been super frustrating. Taking like a full day to get a 15-second or 30-second promotional done, when it should have only taken like an hour, maybe 2 hour tops. Which I actually had last year, or the last time I was making like little mini promos for some games I was playing, like for tabletop games I was playing. Whew, that was rough. That was rough, and that was just, you know, a year or two ago, or last year. May have been 2 years ago I did those, because it was a lot of work to do for nothing. I mean, nothing in terms of financial play. A lot of people enjoyed the game, but in terms of everything else, it's a lot of work. Everything I do is a lot of work, because I do all my own graphics. I do, obviously, entertainment on the screen. All the research, all finding things to make everything work. Yeah. So yeah, if you appreciate all the effort I put into anything I do for my channel, or my like any work I do, like my artwork, or other things, go to my Ko-Fi, drop me a tip. Or I do have the Stream Elements tip jar here as well, if you want to do it that way. I like to recommend Ko-Fi, because Ko-Fi doesn't take any fees. It also has a shop. So I got emote packs, all of them like D&D tabletop themed. So if you play D&D games and want an emote pack, there's variety there. I got all the metallic dragons, chromatic dragons, gem dragons. I got goblins and bugbear and kobolds. I got a lot. Check it out. There's like a year plus worth there. I used to do them on a weekly basis, then it just became too much. It must be coming this way then. I'd like to do again. I think I kind of burned myself out on doing emotes, between trying to do the weekly emotes, and then I seem to only be getting commissions for emotes when I really want to do just character stuff, but no one's commissioned me for character stuff. I'm just like, please, I appreciate the love of wanting me to do emotes, but I really, I'll do them for friends, but I'm done. I'll do them for the odd person that finds me through a recommendation or something, but I can't do it anymore. Because it's honestly not livable. The amount that is charged for them is just not sustainable. That's the word. It's not sustainable. Got a puzzle. Okay. Left. Right. Middle? Nope. Shit. As I was saying, the emote packs just weren't sustainable for me, so don't do them too often. Finally! Gwah! Alright, give a Mickey Mouse voice. Alright, the winner is Zania. Archie, are you okay? Oh! I'll be keyholed. How did I get beat by a little slip of a girl? Oh, what's this? Are you a happy girl, Aster? Just what I'd expect of my daughter. We're so in sync. You? Who are you? Huh? Who am I? That's a surprisingly difficult question. I can become who I'm supposed to be, so who does that make me now? Whatever, right? Enough with the introspection and soul searching. You there, ghost. Don't just stand there like a stick in the mud. Come over and say hi. You! Scab? But why are you here? Isn't it obvious? She's the heroine, right? Here to save the world again. Oops. But it looks like she's a bit late. Too late this time. If only you'd been here just 1 minute earlier. Whoa! What happened? Archie, hang in there. There now. I'd say this keystone is mine. You finally got everything, Master. Now we can do it. The summoning. I will summon Rayquaza. Well then, looks like my job here is done. So don't mind me while I excuse myself. Oh, Ghost. I really hope you come chasing after me, you know? We'll be heading to that ancient tower, sealed since primal times, the Sky Pillar. If you don't know what that is, well, ask the former champ of yours. He'll know what I'm talking about. Find me there. Oh, man. What makes her think she can just do whatever she wants and then hightail it out of here? Little scamp. Fine. I guess it's just fate. But you showed up now of all times. Shelly, give it to the girl. What? Is that okay? Yeah. What can I do with a Mega Stone anyway, now that I've lost my keystone? I understand. Sharpedo Knight. I don't even have a Sharpedo. Not gonna be useful for me. The Sharpedo Knight. Make sure Sharpedo holds onto it tightly. You take my power, Scamp. I'm giving it to you. That woman. I don't think she's any old traitor. Not with the way she controlled those Dragon-type Pokemon of hers. I got no idea what she's planning. But I hope you're the best bet at stopping her now, little Scamp. Do that for me. Alright, cool. Boy! Ghost, are you alright? Is that right? I never even imagined. The Keystone, the Sky Pillar, the Draconoid people. So that's it. I begin to see the line connecting these dots. I think we need to meet up at once to discuss what we should do next. I'll be waiting at the Space Center up on floor 2, or 2F as it is. Do hurry. Alright. Gotta go back to my future husband. I feel like there was a more direct route I could have taken. Probably. But this is fine. I am thinking... Oh, there we go. What was I thinking? I was shelling my Ko-Fi for tips and shop sales. Yeah. No, I hope I can... I might try... I might end up pushing it more because I could really use a new setup before this one completely burns out and I am incapable of doing any more work because I need a computer to do work. Oh, can I sleep here? Yeah, I can. You know, I probably was going to be out of Poké Center anyway, but... Yeah, because some of the things I got to work on, I try and do an animation for my Spoop Fest. I've done 3. One of them, the second one I made is sort of lost to time. I don't know what happened to it. It kind of just disappeared. Which is okay. It wasn't my favorite. So I'm working on my 3rd one for this year. And then I'm working on... I have sketched out and started narration script for a new season of my Unbound Lands, which is a blah, trying to think of too many things at once here. One of my first tabletop solo games, actually. The game itself can be played in solo or group or whatever. But it was the first game that I played as solo on a stream and made a whole season out of it. I was going to return to that by November. And then I have a podcast audio drama based on a tabletop game. Or of playing one, but I was going to do like sort of a cleaned up version just because the solo game itself was, I played on stream, and even after 4 hours, it was a lot of, at the time, a lot of messiness, only because I didn't know what I was doing or how to track things. And then after the game, I worked on that. But I'd like to do a more cleaned up sort of audio drama about it, sort of extend my abilities, work on stuff. Oh, Ghost, I've been expecting you. Oh, Stephen. Ah, that's it. That woman, that Zinnia, she mentioned the Sky Pillar. Few can enter it, only the successors of the ancient world who know of what that has been. The lore keepers were tasked with passing on that knowledge to those who come after. Do you remember Wallace, whom you met in Pseudopolis? Yeah, Wally, yeah. Is that right? That is relief. The gym leader of Pseudopolis, Wallace, should know how to undo the seal on the Sky Pillar's entrance. He is also one of the few humans who have inherited such ancient lore. I will remain here and work with the professor and his team to devise a plan for what to do next. That woman, Zinnia, she cannot put... Blah. I cannot put my faith in her. We will think of a new way to stop the meteoroid on our own. Zinnia, the Sky Pillar, I'll leave them in your hands. I will send a message to Wallace for you, so he knows to help. You will probably find him in the Cave of Origins in Pseudopolis. Alright, thanks, Stephen. Anyway. Yeah, so I have a lot of plans that are tabletop related. Just the roll of the dice. What can I say? Actually, another reason why some things are changing around, because anyone who follows me probably noticed my schedule's a little different for this week too. For the Wednesdays, where it used to be solo tabletop Wednesdays, is now switching around, as I am going to be over on another channel Wednesday nights, so I won't be able to play Wednesday nights. So that is getting switched around. I haven't decided if I will 100% do Fridays, but it most likely will be Fridays. At least through to the end of August. Because once my Tuesdays free up, I might switch it to Tuesdays and play video games back again on Friday nights, because through October, I want to play my spooky games on Fridays for the streams. I also got a ton of... I got to film a lot of stuff early and do a lot of edits, which is why I need a new computer so I can do all the edits. There's a lot of work I want to do. And I need a better computer to keep up on it. Hi, Gyarados. I never did catch a Pokemon here, because it's just Gyarados and Magikarps. Blah, 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 blah. This is one thing I hate about this city, is that there's no direct route to anything. I mean, there probably was, and I just don't see it because it's such a tight map. Wallace. Ah, what a glorious... Excuse me, hang on. Let me take a sip of coffee. I know his voice is a little more on the flamboyant side I gave him, I believe. What a glorious start of events. Oh, is it really? Is it really? To think that this tree... I never knew we had received it from that huge man who visited from the Kalos region. Goodness me, old master. This has been a learning experience. I thank you for this. Oh, you're too kind, Master Wallace. Oh, no, you're too modest. Now then, Welcome again to Pseudopolis, our new champion, Ghost. Steven has told me everything. Do you wish to go to the Sky Pillar? Is it true the cave that leads to the Sky Pillar can only be opened by the hand of someone descended from the ancient people of Pseudopolis? As indeed am I. Or by one of the Draconids, who have also lived in Hoenn since ancient times. The Sky Pillar is in fact an altar built to the ascension of Rayquaza, that legendary Pokemon long said to be the protector of Hoenn region. Only the ancient Draconoid people know how to summon Rayquaza to the Sky Pillar. Steven has told me of the woman Zinnia. She must be trying to revive Rayquaza for some purpose. I shall go first to the Sky Pillar. When your preparations are complete, come join me. The Sky Pillar towers over everything upon one of Route 131's small islands. Well, thanks for narrating that down, Wallace. Jeez. Anyway, this is a pretty tree. What were you saying about it? Who gave it to you? You're not going to tell me? Okay. Sure, whatever. Okay. We got to go to Route 103. So where is Route 103? No. Ah, it is here. So I guess our best bet is probably landing here at the Pacific Log town. This town first came into being as a floating storehouse used by people living on the ocean's surface. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, paja! We did rest and everything ahead of time. I should make sure I have potions. I got a lot of full restores. Okay, we're solid. We are totally solid. All right. Here. So we're looking for a small island. May have a shadow above it now that we didn't notice before. I did fight a lot of people along here leading up to the Elite Four, so we may not have to fight anybody. There's a sign! Why be so, like, vague about it if there's a sign? God damn it, Wallace. Hey, man. Da. Oh, so, you've come, Ghost. As you can see... Okay, that's very blatantly obvious it's there. It's not in the sky right now. Anyway. As you can see, I have undone the seal on the entrance to the Sky Pillar. Follow the path within, and you will reach the pillar in time. However, to go beyond this point, there is one more trial you must overcome. This is my duty as one of the ancient Pseudolopians, a duty passed down to me by my former master. You must battle me, here and now. Prove to me that your power is great enough to face what lies ahead. Now tell me, are you prepared? Yes. Then let us begin. Champion of Hoenn, you who should exhibit the most graceful of art in battle with your Pokemon, I would have you show me your true strength. Yay. You and your weirdly revealing outfit, Wallace. Well, Lord. So freaking giant. Oh my god. Playing through the DLC of Sword and Shield. There's just a whale lord out in the waters, like what is that? I just slowly sailed out to it trying to afford a Sharkpedos because God, is that scary when you have the splash coming out. Yeah. And I just like, all right, cool. It's just sitting there looking like a giant island balloon thing. And I accidentally got too close and I had to battle it. Well, I could have ran away from it, but I battled it. I was also trying to level up Cub Fu or... So, yeah, that was kind of funny. Kind of funny seeing Whale Lord on an Overlord map. Got all of those levels. Wow, everybody's leveling. Yes, we shall switch. All right. Battling moles. Oh, ba 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 ba. Woo! No! Why do you know that move? You jerk. I would have given my one an ice beam if I knew he could have an ice beam. Thank you very much. Maybe I did. Hang on. No! He does not have ice beam. Bryanson has the ice beam. Too low level. Get Sokka back out here. Anyway, yeah, so schedule will be changing a lot. It's going to be messy probably until the end of the year because I'll probably be doing a lot of other stuff. There's a couple things I haven't heard back on because I wanted to do, like... I was hoping to do a horror one-shot with another channel. There's a possibility that someone else may have pitched a couple of other ones and they may have just been too many altogether. And it may have been at least something where it's like spooky, but doesn't have to be direct, like stay in in October. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably will be in other games through December too. December's another busy time. So I was in a couple holiday. I ran a 3-part holiday special, and then I was supposed to be in a couple, but I know one of them got canceled. So, yeah. Yeah. Boy. No. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta scrape money aside to get the DLC for Violet Scarlet, because that's coming soon. I don't think we have news yet on the DLC for Skyward, or I almost called it Skyward Sword, holy dang. Tears of the Kingdom. Might as well be Skyward Sword in a way. Because obviously we got the 2 emojis coming out, the Zelda and the Ganondorf. By the fall. I'm assuming that with them coming out, the DLC, there must be DLC coming. There has to be. Because there's also like so many loose threads. Like, okay, we're playing Pokemon, we're not playing Zelda. God, how I could go on about Zelda too. But there's a lot of like loose threads still about many of things, like around the Yiga clan. Some Zonai stuff, what happened to all of these sages, also historical things like what happened to the Zonai. Nothing explained what happened to the Zonai. And based on timeline, this supposed to be like many years in the timeline, like down the timeline. We're talking like tens of thousands, honestly, because based on Tears of the Kingdom, it's been 10,000 years when Ganondorf first showed up and the imprisoning war happened. Now there's a lot of language God, this is turning to Zelda video. I should save it for playing a Zelda game. I don't know. I'm very tempted to talk about. Okay. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. My interpretation of it is that there is a history that happened pre, Breath of the Wild. We know there was like the 10,000 years before, but I think that 10,000 years is actually in between the game that happened before Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild. That there was just this long period where history happened, things disappeared, things went wonky, and maybe that's where the gods came in and tried to do like a refresh, a restart between like goddess. We already know the goddess Hyla is part of the Zelda bloodline. We know Ganondorf and Ganon are just a reoccurring thing. Link, again, hero spirit, reoccurring thing. Do I want to switch? No. So I think for the Zonai, for them to have come down, because they're supposed to be the type of like god sky people, which means the sky islands, as you know from like Skyward Sword. Now, there's like a whole other sky area that still exists, and of course, Tears of the Kingdom confirmed there's a whole other sky area that existed. There was a cloud coverage that existed and then broke apart. I won't say more on that in case massive spoilers, but we know that at some point the Zona had to come into life, come down to Hyrule, and made a civilization that initially lost its kingdom because it reestablished the bloodline. And we already know, well, Skyward Sword is supposed to be the first of the timeline. But when we saw the Zonai, or at least the last of the Zonai, Ganondorf came to be. But we know because of Ocarina of Time, this isn't his first appearance in the timeline. So it means he would have, there was like a history of game, and whether we're going to see that in the DLC or if we're going to get like another Hyrule Warriors that will explain what the hell's going on. There's a lot, and I am very intrigued because there's a lot of like Easter egg stuff that if either you pay attention or if you're watching videos, like I like to watch videos on what other people are talking about. Gosh, I need to be playing Zelda before I go into Zelda lore and theories and stuff, man. I shouldn't be doing it without doing that. I think Gyarados is weird when it's flying water. Yeah, it is. I always forget that's flying. Does nothing to us, bruh. Anyway. Now, have I finished Tears of the Kingdom? No. When I went to go do a con, I had to take a pause because I was doing a lot of work for the convention. I was trying to get done. Artwork, organizing, there's so much, and I left so much to last minute. And then I briefly returned to it. But now I'm trying to really spread it out and take my time because I don't know what the DLC will be about. There's the 2 amiibos to come out too. And I could have actually finished the whole game in June. Because I was damn close. I had all the overworlds, I had all the shrines. I only had a couple of the depths light routes to do. All right. As I've come to expect from you, Ghost, you are an excellent Pokemon trainer. The Pokemon that you sent out in that battle, at times dancing as lightly as a loose spring breeze, yet striking with the sudden surety of lightning from the blue. Watching you command with the battle with such ease and grace, I might have succumbed to your charm. Now go forth, find the truth that you seek. As one of the ancient Pokemon of pseudo or people. Oh gosh, not a Pokemon. Excuse me. As one of the ancient people of Pseudiopolis, I cannot intrude upon this holy place. I will return to Pseudiopolis for now and try to lay plans in case the worst should come to pass despite all our efforts. I'm sorry that we always seem to be leaving the fate of all the world in your hands. And yet there it lies once again. Good luck to you, young champion. All right, thanks, Wallace. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Let this tower be for next time, because this could be... Well, I'll say it will depend, because we also haven't done a refight of all the gyms, and I want that to be the main... I thought I could have done it now, but then when I went to talk to Roxanne, she's like, no. No. I was like, okay, Roxanne, I get it. You don't want to lose to me again. I get it. It'd be hard. I get it. But no, we will leave the rest of this to the climbing of the Sky Pillar for next time. If you're watching on YouTube, if you want me to play a Legend of Zelda game on for the channel, whether it's on stream and brought here to YouTube later, or just on YouTube or whatever, leave a comment. Or reach out to me on social media. Be like, Ghost, play a Zelda game and talk Zelda theories and history and lore. Totally down for that. I would love to. I want to. It's just a matter of getting there. Maybe the DLC, when it comes out, maybe we'll play DLC, because it's a little late for me to play Tears of the Kingdom for y'all, because I've already played it. I played a lot of it. I'm nearly done. I'll just say this. I have 3 heart containers left. 3 heart containers left to get. I am at that level of completion. But that's only for the main story and for the shrines. I got a lot of costumes to find. I got a lot of hero wills to find. Sage's wills, that's what they are. Sage's wills. So I haven't explored everything because I only upgraded 1 sage. Yeah. All right, that's it. That's it. We're ending it here. If you want me to play Zelda, reach out to me. Either leave comments on the YouTube channel or at me at wherever you can find me on the socials, wherever they haven't imploded yet. I'm in lots of places. Just say, Ghost, play Zelda and talk Zelda lore and theories and future hopes, what you think will happen. I think we're going to get more like maybe recall, like history back and forth. We had that in Skyward Sword. Is there Arbiter Grounds? Because we got some Twilight Princess as well. Yeah, what's going on? And we got Zonai, but I also remember there's like little robot people in Skyward Sword. Where did they come from? There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, and Zelda likes to play with time. Where would it all be on the history of it all? Anyway, enough about Zelda. We're ending Pokemon. Come back next week. We'll be back on our usual night for the live stream. And doing other things, you know. I'll be on other channels playing tabletop games, as well as here playing a solo later this week. So for those who watch me live on Twitch and my YouTube folks, you'll get the videos later or soon. I try and keep it within a week. Sometimes I forget. I try and do it after 24 hours, but sometimes I forget. Life happens. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it is in your time zone. I'm ending it. See y'all next time. Oh, bye-bye.